Welcome back, one and all, to the wonderful world that is Equestria. It is at war, especially at civil war. Ooh, let us enjoy those nice Philadelphia sunrises. But wait, that was the title of the last episode. Yes, it was. I was just pulling it out of my bum a few minutes ago. We have cut the Lunar Empire in half. We had about 3 episodes of nothing but crumbling, stabilization, and I think it is time, if everything works out well, this will be the time to wrap it up. But also, we got some notices pending that needs reading. Let's start with the gruesome one. Baltimore executes their mayor. News have arrived that the radical socialist revolutionaries of the Baltimore Republic have publicly executed their deposed mayor, Ash Mustache. They at least had the mercy to do it with a firing squad. The mayor had been accused of collaborating with the Lunarist occupiers and was deemed guilty, but this punishment seemed rather severe, especially considering Ash Mustache was known to be a compassionate gentlecolt who simply wished to aid the discriminated pastoral minority in Baltimore. The Baltimore Republic has revealed its true face as a cold-blooded killer, who will not hesitate to eliminate those they seem as a threat. They have clearly completely abandoned harmony and friendship, so we should not even attempt to negotiate with them. They will pay for what they have done. Oh, Ash Mustache. They doesn't wait. Let's say 5 times fast. I won't even try it. And the Changelings invade Olinia. Word has reached us that the Changelings has officially declared war against Olinia. After months of build-up, Changeling forces marched across the border, where they have already begun to clash with the first line of Olinian defense. Heavy casualties are being reported, and it seems likely the situation in Olinia is about to become a bloodbath. While we are not exactly sure on the reasons for war, one thing is for certain. Olinia is in dire straits. And my nose is also very in dire straits. Damn congestion. Any offer for diplomatic intermediation from third parties have been bluntly rejected by Queen Chrysalis. She says it's a dispute between Olinia and the Changeling lands, and will be resolved shortly. Thus, intervention from other countries is unnecessary. We were unable to stop the outbreak of war, and now we need to decide what to do. We could either issue an official protest condemning either side for causing hostilities, or simply say nothing and stay out of the matter. Surely, once the Changelings are done with Olinia, they will demobilize their army and remain content with what they have. Yeah, right. We protest! Oh, you dirty, dirty little boys and girls, you little bugs. Ohne ER. Alright. But back to our own war. Let us see what can be done. Are there any holes in the front? Well, sadly they are. There are none, but, well, let's see if we can push to Devil Shore. Once we are done with the southern area here, we actually might be. How's the air looking? Oh, not everybody. Just hold it. We'll take fighters. Don't take the bombers, we take 2 squads of fighters. 1 wing down south. Those are strategic bombers, they have the range, although we're completely out with this wing, so... Yeah, you're gone. I'm sorry, buddy. That's the way it is. Olinia refuses to yield. Well, it's veal on the hoof, kinda like... Oh no, they're deer, they're not. Oh, alright. In a valiant display, Orlenia has today rejected the ultimatum sent by Queen Chrysalis, demanding territorial concessions. King, good grief! Johann Jelsek has found these claims to be outrageous and an insult to Orlenian and the solidarity of its people. Chrysalis and her regime has yet to make public statements on this matter, but many, including the Orlenian military and King Johann Jelsek, are expecting them to be more worried about the military planning than diplomacy now. What will this breakdown of negotiations mean for Orlenia and Equestria? Will the peace be kept, or will the Changelings put a premature end to Orlenia? We shall see how the situation develops. I kind of feel like this should have popped up at the same time as the war declaration, because, yeah. It's already gone down the toilet. Down the drains, if you like. The new dance for the kids. Everybody's doing the drains. Everybody wanna doing the drains. I'm shutting up. The times are changing. Since time immemorial, ponies have been a peaceful race, with the magic of friendship able to solve all problems that might have befallen them. Unfortunately, it seems that this world is coming to an end. Can magic of friendship still survive when Equestria is under attack? After war, we will go back to our peaceful ways. The times have changed and we must adapt. Or, I need to do everything to keep my ponies safe, whether I like it or not. This gives us a huge militarization bonus, but I said this was about harmony, this is about friendship, and it's not friendship whether they like it or not. It's about making peace, going back to the old, well, not really the old ways. We gotta keep our side up, but I will just remove the magic of friendship for now, but I will not replace it with harmony and order. Because I want to go back. I want to be a peaceful pony. And good grief, we're gonna do it. Wicked. Anti-monarchist rally in Baltimore. News are spreading to us about a peculiar event in Baltimore, as supporters of Celestia and Luna both flee the city in terror. The lefties of the city organized a large event dedicated to dedicated entirely to discredit the institution of monarchy. Good grief, I've read it 4 times so far and I'm still getting it wrong. That's the entertainment you've been looking for, isn't it? Me swallowing my own tongue. To mock the princesses and to beat up those ponies who remain loyal to them. Graffiti art of an obese Celestia gorging on cake decorated walls, and Luna was referred to as lunatic. Any monuments, well, I know it's lunatic, but lunatic is it sounds more fun. Any monuments depicting the princesses were toppled and defaced. The most curious example was the theatrical execution of the following demolition of the large statue of Princess Celestia standing in the central square of Baltimore. They have gone astray, and they will gonna pay. And Luna's gonna lose her sudden front because steel is smashing down from behind. They're out of supply, and that's why, oh yeah, that's why we win. As soon as we got those forces free, we will send 1 division down south to safeguard us against the West Teoplixian jungle, and also against the Baltimore Republic, because it's only a matter of time before they decided, you know what, let's destroy monarchy once and for all. And we don't want that happening to us. Yes, I know I got no units in basic training, and that's because I probably still don't have much in the way of equipment. Although I could train up some more, I guess. Let's see what I'm losing. I'm missing support equipment. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's not a surprise to anyone. Let's see, maybe we can create two templates. The war plan is coming through. A comprehensive plan has been prepared in order to fully mobilize the entire society in defense of Equestria. That being said, the war plan, as it began to be called, may lead to considerable hardship for our ponies. The plan doesn't need to be this demanding. We gain political power and get a bit of extra consumer goods, and there we get minus 15%, but we lose weekly stability and war support, so they start protest, or we can go full on out, which pretty much gives us recruitable population and a lot more. But I don't think we'll go for the middle way. Unfortunately, but necessary, implement the war plan. Does this automatically put us to war economy? Yes, it does. And in addition, we get the war plan. So now we start to lose stability over and over. But with this, it is time to decide where to go next. The west is won. You will see shortly that we have encircled the remaining forces of the Lunar Knights, as I will call them. Now let's go for even more renovations. Let's lose all those minuses and enjoy. Yeah, I need a boatload of stuff, and I will need to start trading, because that's -3 is minus 15% production, and that's too bad. Let's improve relations with our direct neighbors from Nova Griffonia, and also, come on, which can't I? There we go. Federation of Paris, the Commonwealth of New Maryland. Let's ask from our friends down south and give them even more supplies, and hope we can soon join them.
Ponies, at the ready.
You will eradicate this. This is
Our lands must be preserved.
The last surviving
Ready to do our part.
ponies in the west. We are pushing down from the north, just because we have to move a little bit inwards, as well as we have to move the border, because we lost continuity there.
Ready to
But
do
I
our
think
part.
it is time to stop for yellow for now, because they no longer have any war plan. Nova Griffonia seizes village up north. On the 19th August 1008, after lunar banishment, Nova Griffonia seized the village of up north. There it is. The rulers, the imperial rulers, long claimed that the village up north and its surrounding lands were really part of Nova Griffonia. And so the governor T. Feather was quickly to declare the annexation a mission of mercy to save those in the area from the horrors of war that have so engulfed the rest of Equestria. Residents inside the village were wary of their new overlords, with many claiming that they really didn't have a choice in the matter, but that it was better than dying for some distant ruler, while others were more enthusiastic for the change. We can't be everywhere, and we lost our northern port. Which actually is okay. If they just have asked, I would have probably seized it. As long as they, you know, promised me not to kill my little ponies. We have built a border to the south in order to intervene. We have confined it to this area where we are actually supplies. I have planned a supply depot and a railway line towards the Dragon Badlands, but this has to wait. We are close to Manhattan, Haystorm, and maybe that's enough victory points to win. But maybe not, who knows. Otherwise, we will push up north after we went to the east. And once we made it there, you just push on through. And if we made it there, then we can collapse on the western front, and this should leave us pretty much unopposed towards the Lunarian revolutionaries. Which saddens me still that this had to be the way it is. Oh, and in exchange, our friends from Nova Griffonia, sadly I just clicked accept. Let me see, where do I see my land leases and stuff that's coming in? Is it in... I actually forgot where... You can see what you get land leased. Nova Griffonia, yeah, over here. No, that's not it. Do we see... Yeah, they are sending us 57 trucks and 24 supply equipment a month. The trucks will be amazingly helpful as well as the supply equipment because I have equipped our troops with some recon and some field hospitals. Sadly, I don't have nearly enough support equipment to send it out into the field. Well, this has to wait, sadly. Have I said sadly? Let's... What the... And that's my song for today. Equestrian Daily! Princess Celeste takes Manhattan! Troops under the command of Princess Celestia have to date entered and fought their way through the lunar capital of Manhattan. Take that, horsey! Fierce fighting continued throughout the afternoon. Princess Celestia's troops pushed forward street by street. Air raid and artillery bombards eventually routed most of the defenders, and the last pockets of resistance were quickly taken care of. Soldiers waved the equestrian flag on top of the badly damaged city hall. Equestria now stands on the edge of victory. Oh, our victory is so close, and Olenia has surrendered. How are we actually looking? We are at 77%. Where's the new capital? It's Albion, so that's great. I didn't really thought about it just now, and I noticed, oh good grief, I hope the capital doesn't wander down here, because then the whole cut him off and starving out.
Ponies at the ready.
It wouldn't have worked, now would it?
Move out. Ponies, fire.
Time for a little victory march. Then it's time to push on north. Do I got any sort of airspace around here? Just the one down south. Great. Almost recovered. The second set of reforms pushed through has changed Equestria for good. The reforms eradicate bloat where it can be found and establish several new departments for the purpose of reorganizing Equestria into a modern state with a modern state apparatus, rather than a modern state with an obsolete bureaucracy. The factories are reporting even higher production numbers, the crown even higher tax income. Indeed, Equestria is about to finally jump into a new era of governance. No longer is it a loose group of advisors that advise the crown, but rather a set cabinet that are appointed by the monarchs with specific portfolios. We can do it! Yeah, gal! And now it is time to eradicate bureaucracy. Although maybe we won't have to... Oh. Now what? You are still needed over there. Yep. A decision over martial law is needed. We are in a state of war, declared or not. Peacetime laws will preserve... While preserving liberties of ponies are becoming a hindrance in the desperate times. Will due process be another victim to the changing world? No, it will not. There is no reason to declare martial law now. I know it's for the future and for the big war with the Changelings, but we will not turn into what we strive to eradicate. We will be better.
How do I hold a gun with hooves?
I don't know, sweetheart, but you do it. You do it well. Less Pegasus begs for food. A diplomat arrived today from Les Pegasus, he says. One says, diplomat, but the pony in question hardly looked like he could pass for a valet or a waiter. His clothes were nice, ironed and well kept, but his figure was frail and thin. He didn't have much meat on his bones, and that was the topic he wished to discuss. The state of Les Pegasus after their secession from Equestria during the Civil War has been struggling quite a lot, particularly with the issue of food. Unsurprisingly, a urban center of that size can't really survive with that little arable land, so they've come to ask to get on their knees and beg for more food, lest they've all starved to death. We have to help them because we are the good ponies. We are the good horses. Yeah, horses. We're the good horses. And there was a short naval landing of New Merland, but they took Albion. I don't know why they got pushed back, but oh well. Anyway, we are close to victory. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Lunar Empire has capitulated. Princess Celeste has announced that the cowardly Lunar nation could no longer. And we can add once puppeteer, but we can't take all states. Normally, if we do it like this, no one should be able to take anything or release anything as a puppet. So now Equestria has grown much larger, and this only gives us 2.5% aggressive expansion. But really, leaving it as a puppy would be a puppy. Yeah, turning ponies into dogs is a bad idea. And they cancel the land lease because we are at peace. Finally. However, there are gruesome matters to discuss. How's the construction of our supply depot coming along? Next January,
Ponies at the ready.
Prince Blueblood's troops will be needed.
Our
You
lands
take
must be
care.
preserved.
Our elite forces from once before a time will go back defending the east. And
Our
we
lands
will
must be
keep red
preserved.
also in reserve around Canterlot. This should be everyone. The end of the Equestrian Civil War. Victory is already November 1008. The rest of the world has not been idle. The war plan has been removed because its prerequisites are no longer. Expeditionary forces are being called
Neither snow nor
back.
rain can stop us.
It's all fine. Alright, we got red down south, which
Ponies
was
at the
a
ready.
great arrow.
Our
Alright,
lands must be preserved.
we have purple down there.
Answering
We
call.
have yellow. Yellow is the one. Yellow is the reserve that needs to go here. Let's see how supply goes. And what decisions awaits. Enact the war plan. We can enact it again as soon as we get back. Demobilize our economy. With the threat of war seeming distant, people are no longer willing to accept the hardships of wartime law. We need to revert our laws and consider changing them to quiet the protests before the situation escalates. However, more than 70% resource gain, consumer good factories, factory. What would we change with this one? Partial mobilization back from war economy, which would only be 5% consumer goods. And yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go back. Demobilize the economy. Those 5% are not the whole world. We can't build up even more railroads. But what we can do is end it here. Thank you all for watching. And we will see How I managed to screw up next time. What will burn down next? See the flames future equestrians have to deal with. Probably down south. And also this little state owner confederation of the south. Oh, those are the guys. They have a war goal against the buffalo chiefdom, and we don't like that one bit because the buffaloes are our friends. Can I guarantee independence? We can never guarantee. How can I help you? So you're the one I want to see winning. Why do you have troops over there? Did you paratrop them? Oh, good grief. Let's end this.